What am I cooking up in here, you ask? It's a Raphinha hat-trick. Unbelievable. It's going to be sunny in Barcelona today because Hansi Flick has just inflicted a damaging loss on his ex-club. Bayern Munich have been rattled, and yet again, we see the better coach get the win against Vincent Kompany. Unai Emery did it against him, and now Hansi Flick has done it. This Bayern team is good, but with Kompany, who is used to managing Burnley, eating steak and ale pies, not that I've got anything against Burnley. I love Sean Dyche and I love Turf Moor, but it's a big step up. Is he capable of this? Who knows? Because at the moment, they're pissing it in the Bundesliga. Bayer Leverkusen have had one loss, obviously they're still there, but you know, Bayern are the team where if they do slip up in the Bundesliga, they will be very, very upset with that man Kompany, and he gets outclassed again by Flick. Their defence is the thing that can be got at. It was shown against Villa where realistically they was all over us, but this is a totally different game. Their defence is capable of making mistake after mistake after mistake, and they're very open at the back. And Bayern Munich got exposed straight away. Raphinha, the hat-trick man, what a baller. From lighting it up at Leeds where they loved him, they lauded him, where he's on the halfway line, on his knees, just walking towards the fans, to Barcelona where he's lighting it up now. It was incredible. And a captain as well. Captain's performance, that was. What a strike to make it 1-0. And from there on in, we saw glimpses of Bayern's attack, yes, but predominantly Barcelona, the way they were playing, the football they played was better than Bayern Munich. Obviously, Kane did score and they had a disallowed goal. Very good, and Bayern were back in the game. Yeah, they're loving it. The Germans, they're very passionate. They love their beer. They love everything. Anything and everything. What. But Barcelona are too strong, and at the moment, we are seeing sides in Spain, the two top sides. Atletico Madrid got beat by Lille. Fucking Lille. But Barcelona and Real Madrid seemingly at the moment are back. Barcelona in La Liga. I ain't been watching them, spectating them like this with a microphone. I have been watching the highlights and they have been on an absolute winning streak. Lewandowski's in form. Raphinha's cooking. Lamine Yamal has been excellent. And that midfield with Pedri and Gavi coming back. That little youngster, I don't know where he plays, but there's that little youth player, if he's a defender, whatever he is, coming on, whatever he is, he's a human being. Come on, guys, let's have some respect. But that youth and the experience within there, especially in their back line, it's not by any means really solid, but the philosophy of football and the way they play at the moment is able to carve teams open and destroy them. They will concede 1 or 2 goals, but as I said, attacking-wise, it is amazing. Pedri's playing like Iniesta, and you got Gavi, etc. It's unbelievable. And Lamine Yamal, that assist in the third goal for Raphinha, we're skipping ahead to there, was excellent. Bayern did make mistakes and didn't help themselves. Lewandowski scoring, gave it the big one of no, I'm not going to celebrate, and made it 2-1. It was then quickly 3-1 when Raphinha scored a second, as I said, on fire. And Lamine Yamal, what a ball, pings it to Raphinha for that 4th goal. It was a great ball for the 3rd goal as well, I must say. And Barcelona ended Bayern within 60 minutes. Crazy stuff. Raphinha gets his hat-trick. Hansi Flick, the guy who scored 8 goals against Barcelona all them years ago and made Messi pretty much contemplate leaving, has now gone and done the opposite to Bayern Munich. Not quite 8 goals, but 4 goals instead. And he has really deserves credit for turning that team into the machine that it is at the moment. Shows the credit to how he is coaching and also the players that Barcelona have ultimately. With Xavi, it was very good and they was competing for the league. But Hansi Flick has had a good base, almost like Arne Slot, and he's taken it to a new level and really done well. So I must say, well done to Barcelona. Muy bien juego. Absolutely crazy Spanish. And you've got to love them. Will they go all the way? Who knows? It's just a league format. At the moment, the Champions League is being dominated by one particular team that live in Birmingham, top of the table right now, Aston Villa. That is mind-blowing, I must say. You just got to take a minute or two to think about that. But ultimately, this was a great game. And Bayern should be worried now. I don't think they have too many other hard games. No, they should win it. But round that area of, what is it, the playoffs or whatever they come into, some teams in there, like PSG, Bayern Munich, you're thinking, I didn't expect them to be in there. But, and other teams like Brest and Villa are fucking up the top of the table. It's incredible, and I do like this new format, but it is a bit confusing. I, for some reason, thought we had to play Bayern at Allianz Arena. We don't, so that is great stuff. But back to the game. Kompany outclassed again. He needs to get back to the drawing board, have a little cup of tea, and think, what went wrong then? What do I need to do to improve? Because at the moment, I do think, especially in the big games, Bundesliga's fine with the quality of players you had. You can pretty much be saved by the quality of players and the amount of goals you can score against teams. But when you're coming against better opponents in the Champions League, he seems to be outclassed by the better managers and those up-and-coming managers who were ex-players or whatever. To prove that you want to be at best, you have to give it a good go at the amazing managers. And the only one you've really seen is Xabi Alonso. Xavi was okay. I'm not going to say he weren't terrible. But Xabi Alonso is the only one that's actually been able to almost take a team and go, bang, this is what I can do. Okay, we can compete at the highest levels. Obviously, they lost the Europa League. We'll see how they do in the UCL, but they're doing all right at the moment. Anyways, Lamine Yamal, 17 years of age. Wow, he was electric in the Euros. And although he didn't score, he's been on fire for Spain. That front three, at the moment, they're world class. But where do you rank that front three as best in the world at the moment? In terms of the wingers, Lamine Yamal, Raphinha, I think are up there. Who else have you got? You got Vinicius, Salah. There is more. Don't worry, but I do think they're very high up there. Yamal and based on current form, Yamal and Raphinha. Wowza! It was a passionate game. The Camp Nou Spotify, don't forget that, has returned some good results. Back to the glory days, who knows? But it's a positive step in the direction, and Hansi Flick has changed Barcelona into a winning machine. Will they win it all? Well, I don't know. Is it just a good run of form? Who knows? Their defence, I would say, is it as bad as Bayern? I think they're very similar. It's just the fact that Barcelona were at home and, the way they started and exposed Bayern's back line was beneficial to them. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Please make sure to leave a like, subscribe, up the Bayern, up the Barcelona. You can have a bit of Estrella and what's the German beer? Frankfurter.